watching Let's Chat.
Many of us here at News 12 choose to get our eyeglass needs taken care of at Eye Ear Optical. They've been around for generations and generations, and they do what it takes to make sure that you, the customer, are happy, whether it's the exam, the filling of the prescription, what have you, everything in between. And we bring Alex Henderson on. Alex is the co-manager of the new Shallowford Road location.
Yes.
Congratulations on the big move, Alex.
Yes.
We're here to talk about August, which is back to school, which seems like it shouldn't be happening this soon.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
But it is time for us to observe Children's Eye Health Month. So back to school, eye health, they all go hand in hand.
Exactly. You know, healthy eyes are so important to a healthy lifestyle, especially for kids, especially for elementary kids. 80% of the information in their classrooms is all visual.
Yeah.
So they absolutely have to have that clear eyesight to be able to do that. And 1 in 4 of them have an undiagnosed visual issue as well.
And that can cause so many problems a little further down the road. And one of the aggravating things about this for both parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, it's so easily avoidable by a proper exam.
Exactly. You know, most of the vision issues can be diagnosed very early. We typically recommend starting around age 5 or 6 when
Right.
kids can start to recognize letters on the eye chart. But if you start noticing things like kids sitting too close to a TV, holding books too close, closing one eye to watch
Squinting.
TV, squinting,
Yeah.
that could be a sign to get your child in a little bit earlier. I even took my 1-year-old because she was sitting way too close to the TV to get an eye exam just to make sure we were catching things early. So it's never too early to start, especially if you go to a pediatric specialist.
Is there anything else that we as parents or grandparents need to be looking at or paying attention to as it pertains to the young kids and their eyes?
Exactly. I mean, other things that you can keep an eye on are, you know, if one eye is turning out or in, or if both eyes are turning in. Those things, if they're caught before age 8 or 9, the success rate for the treatment is really high. But after
Wow.
age 8 or 9, it drops dramatically and often doesn't work as well.
All right, tell me this. I know you probably have the statistics. You may not have them off the top of your head, but these kids who get the exam early, they get the glasses, if they're needed early, because you're not going to just pop them on just because you can.
Exactly.
What kind of percentage or what kind of success rate do those children have over kids who maybe don't have that opportunity?
What we've seen is about 60% of kids with a learning difficulty have an undiagnosed visual issue at the core of it. So that's an easy fix with an eye exam, to just figure out what that visual need is, get the child some glasses so they can see and succeed.
And you and your team obviously are trained in all facets of eye care, eye health, eye problem prevention. What's it like when you have this youngster that's, you know, 5 or 6 years old, like you said, and they're going into the doctor very first time for the eye exam?
So we try to make it as easy as possible.
And fun for the kids.
And fun, right. So we try to engage with the child, kind of give them a heads up about what's coming next, what each stage of the process looks like. My favorite part, though, is if they've never had glasses before and we put those glasses on them for the first time and they see the world clearly. That makes everything so worth it.
That is a huge, huge statement. I was well advanced in life before I needed glasses, and when I got them put on, it was like, wow, I did not know what I had been missing all those years.
Exactly.
And that, amplified through the eyes of a kid, is absolutely priceless. And so many of our kids now, Alex, are playing sports and getting into all sort of athletic events. Tell me what you can do for those folks.
So we have sports eyewear with polycarbonate lenses that are impact resistant to protect those eyes. 90% of those eye injuries that happen on the sports field, preventable with eye safety wear. We also recommend that same polycarbonate material for all children's glasses because we know they're going to play.
Sure.
We know they're going to jump off stuff and throw balls at each other. But that eye protection and that eye health is something that we take seriously.
And you also offer, maybe not for the 5 or 6 year olds, but you also offer contact lenses for those of us who are a little bit older than the conventional 5 or 6 year old first time patients, right?
Absolutely. We typically recommend starting around 12 or 13 when, you know, the child starts showing a lot of responsibility, not leaving things places, keeping up with their schoolwork and things like that. But they can start around that age, and we've seen a lot of success with that as well.
And you guys can get the families in and out fairly short time frame.
We can. Most prescriptions, most people, we can get out same day, usually within an hour.
That is hard to beat. And of course, the Crittenden family has been around serving Chattanooga since how many, Cindy? Since who's a good-looking lady over here? That's your mom. That's Cindy,
Yes.
who, 1959. Wow, and they have been doing it year after year, treating generations upon generations of Chattanoogans and the surrounding areas. New store location, bring us up to speed on that.
So we're just combining two stores. Hickson and Shalford have combined at the Shalford Road location, 7002 Shalford Road.
Close to what?
Close to I-75 and
Got
Lee
it.
Highway.
Got it.
Our goal is to expand. We're going to knock out some walls, expand our showroom. We're going to build onto our lab so that we have anti-reflective capabilities.
Just like you have helped generations of Chattanoogans with their eye care, you're now getting ready to help even further generations into the future. Absolutely incredible. Alex, good to see you as always. Again, we're going to have Alex back coming up a little bit later in August for the proper observance of Children's Eye Month and Health Safety Month. Did I say that right?
Yes.
We're going to play along like I did. Stick around. Find out more by checking out their website. Alex, the website is?
www.eyeearoptical.com.
And we'll be right back after this.